Good morning, everybody. This is Christy from the Be the Light YouTube channel. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. Today is July 24th, and from the sound of it, I sound a little nasally today, at least from my perspective, and I am going to fill you in on a few of my symptoms, a little bit of the insights, and I'm going to do my best to keep this kind of brief because of I have so much to go over myself and hopefully reveal to you when it is time. So what I have been noticing as we approach here this week, or most of July in general, I guess, is a lot of that head pressure. I have mentioned it in several of my videos of, first it began with just continuously feeling squeezed. Not to the point of, taking my breath away, which began kind of like the squeezing of my midsection or around my waist, and eventually it moved to just feeling it towards my higher chest where your thymus gland is and upward, and then it began as just pressure in the head only. And my sinuses, as a result, were very congested, not to the point of being tender or anything like that, but very noticeable. And anyway, I began to release some pressure yesterday. But I had another difficult day yesterday with not really being triggered, but wanting to, I think in a sense, I was purging out the need to always be there, to always be of assistance, because I kept replaying over and over again in my mind, how can I help this individual, or, having conversations and trying to fix this. I became so emotional, and I had to step back. I don't usually become emotional, except when I am receiving love from God these days, and emotional, at least in the sense of, being teary-eyed, and really I don't have much of a reaction unless I'm being triggered or I am upgrading. That's how I know now that something is actually taking place. I am in that flow state continuously, for the most part anyway. So yesterday I really had to speak to my higher self. I had to reassess and ground myself with God's love, and I said, help me. I noticed that I was in that type of mindset with the need to fix. I think I mentioned it in a previous video. We can't fix those who don't want to fix themselves. And another thing is that it's not just that they have to be open to it, but we can't hold on to the idea that it is our job or that we can even do it to begin with. And I think that's something that has been embedded within me since I was a little girl. I have had, yes, this is my purge. I have had the responsibility placed upon me to be the type of mother type individual, even as a child. That type of you are going to fix it for everyone. As early as I can recall. It's so important to be aware of what we are healing. I have been waiting for this one for a long time. I have been waiting for this purge for a long time. I say a long time, but I haven't been doing this very long. My awareness to my waking up process has been not even 2 years yet. In September it will be. I have progressed along a lot quicker than I ever could imagine based upon my past emotional state, my past negative emotional state. If you knew me, I was so terrified, so afraid, so limited in my mind, in my heart, and then my body became that way as well. I was immobile, overweight, depressed. Everything went downhill for me. So my way back up has been significant. They say those that fall the hardest are those that rise the quickest. So our progress, though, how quick we can get somewhere. And if I could really reveal a lot that I have accomplished, I would. But a lot of it, there's a time for everything. A time to speak and a time to be still. And I refrain from being open about things now. Because it isn't the right time. But it has taken. It does sometimes, or what I have read about and heard about from other people's experience, that it takes the most strongest of what yogis or meditators who have spent lifetimes or their life to accomplish what I have within 2 years. And I am not in any way saying that I am greater. I'm expressing, and I am telling you that you can have this as quickly as you want to by your continuous dedication and staying in alignment with love and helping yourself heal. How far you want to go is determined upon you always seeing love in every situation and refraining from becoming a part of all of the distractions around you. So as I was saying, and look, this video will be long. I have been waiting for this purge to take place. It cleans me out of although it's so crazy because here we are standing up for the highest of the high. If you want to stand for a cause, you stand for light. You stand for love. This is your cause. the only cause that is ever going to matter is the one that's grounded and created around love. So this, although I am purging something that tells me I don't have to be the mom type figure, or I don't have to fix others. My purpose is still to help fix others. But because we carry a negative emotion, because we have had negative experiences in our lifetime, the need to fix becomes a negative stronghold on you, where it will never allow you to progress in the fashion that you are supposed to, therefore not allowing you to serve your true purpose. And I hope that makes sense. So this is a part of a major purge that I have been experiencing. Today is Friday, and all this week I have been experiencing triggers in bits and pieces, not continuously, but very noticeable, because I'm usually not triggered. This week, and I think a little bit last week, it took place, and I know because of the amount of triggers taking place, and of course what God is telling me, that we are going to ascend or jump higher as a result of this intensity that we are facing. So upon yesterday, although I didn't understand what my trigger was happening yesterday, or was all about, me asking for assistance and saying, I don't want to do this. I don't want to feel this way. I need your help, God. I need you to intervene and take over. Instantly, upon doing that, because I stepped away from that type of mindset and emotion, I was given a little bit, because I started reading some things, and it came into my awareness of what I was supposed to do. And I began to cry a little bit. Things haven't been making me get teary-eyed, like movies. I used to always cry during movies, and I don't do that any longer because I don't have attachments, you see. And I'm not connected to pain like I used to be. But yesterday, I realized I was crying over something. It made me very emotional and made me more compassionate and more loving. And as a result of all of that, I began to have some drainage. And I know that's a little disgusting, but hey, it's what happens. So, and so it clicked that the pressure, though, inside was of course the energy is attempting to purge out something that has been lingering. And for me, I just expressed what it was: the need to always fix or be that mother type figure in everybody's life. And as I released or had that realization and cried, I was able to purge out the toxins that have been left within me, the negative energy, which does, again, come in the form of symptoms. So there's that I had. And I wanted to express that people who are not really in alignment or with that flow state, if you are starting out, things might begin to feel a little more chaotic, or as if things are kind of falling to pieces for you. and it's going to make you feel a little bit discouraged. Don't. This is the time when things begin, the universe begins to kind of like create that evenness. In order to have that evenness and bring in things that you are searching for, whether emotionally, physically, spiritually, or to manifest great things into your physical reality, it has to omit negativity. So it will seem as if things are getting worse, but in fact, it's removing it. Just remember how far that you have come. Always stay centered in your heart and in love and what you know to be true about who you are and what you have been doing. Don't become misguided by the negativity that may be arising. It's important to stay grounded in unconditional love. Remember, love that's created from the divine is unconditional. It will never make anyone feel unloved, hated, judged, critical, any of those negative things. You will never press a negative view or a view upon another individual. You will allow that individual to still be themselves, express themselves freely, and you will always see them with love and light. That is what true unconditional love is. You see them for their soul, not for the pain that they're going through. So it may feel, again, uneasy from time to time. Just stay centered. Everything that is coming your way is, in a sense, making sure that it is exactly what it is that you want. And if you lose your focus, you're going to become misguided, trip and fall, kind of, and veer off of your path. Don't allow the things around you to distract you. Stay focused on your own individual journey. Everything that is taking place, whether it's others, world views, anything else, is not about who your light is about. It's not about your purpose or anything like that. It's taking place, but it's not about your light and purpose. This is at a time of remembrance. This light that we are going to be accessing and tapping into, and some are already doing so, is about remembering. Remembering pieces of who we are, remembering pieces of our soul's imprint, where we come from. It could be anything in remembrance to who we are, whether past lives, current life, with revelations like I had yesterday and this morning, but even more ancient type of remembrances. Some people might even receive their name during this time, understand their soul's connection, where they actually originate from. It's important to remove fear from your heart. And it's also, again, this is why attachment to ideas or emotions or things are so important to remove. Because in order to understand something, you have to be impartial. When you get to a certain stage, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Because any type of overexcitement or fear, the universe senses it. And it doesn't want you to be uncomfortable in any way. And the universe feels an emotion all the time. And it knows what fear is. And it will back off. but it also knows what excitement is too, in the form of anxiety excitement. And it will also back off again. It wants you to be certain and okay in every situation, so that you are never harmed, that the information that you receive will benefit you in all cases. So last night, I didn't sleep much. And I've heard this going around, that people have a lot of energy and a lot of kind of anxiety going on. Those who are at a earlier level are probably feeling anxiety in the term of being fearful or worrisome about what's coming, while others are going to feel the anxiety of excitement because they know major upgrades or major changes that are going to benefit them are coming. And that's what I've been experiencing, is excitement in the form of, wow, my heart knew something beautiful is coming. I know something beautiful is coming. But with this alignment with Sirius and with the Lionsgate and the Great Pyramids, we are tapping into pure light. And the sun that is within us is actually our solar plexus. So it may feel as if your heart is pulsating a little more. And it, yes, may still be activating and upgrading at this time. But it's your solar plexus is actually becoming more stabilized in the form of giving you your power. We lose our own power, one, when we don't know who we are. We lose our power when we feel limited. We lose our power when we are in fear. We lose power when we can't speak our voice. We lose power when we are given way too much responsibility on our shoulders and can't just be ourselves. There's so many ways that we can lose our power. And true power, comes from the strength within our solar plexus. It's like if you see someone who comes walking into a room and they are just so confident, they stand so tall, and there's just something about them, and you're like, okay, they got my attention. That's somebody who has a very strong solar plexus. And then somebody who doesn't believe in themselves, is insecure, feels unworthy, doesn't know where they originate from, doesn't feel like they belong, doesn't feel safe in an environment, situation, or anything in this world. You have a very weak solar plexus. So this is being united and aligned with what is going on energetically. So that is what actually kept me awake last night, on top of still trying to have that conversation of fixing. So I had to recenter again, and also a lot of activations are going on within the tree of life within you, to bring back remembrance. Remember that the tree of life is all about your blueprint, where you come from, originate from, parts of your DNA, what you will be doing in life. Your tree of life is all about who you are, and it's going to begin to activate during this time to give you the upgrades, the information, the codes that you need to help you progress in your future. So I hope I didn't take up too much time, and this resonates with all of you. And before I go, I just want to say thanks to those who do comment, like, and subscribe, and of course share my videos. I love hearing about other people's journeys and whether or not you do resonate with my videos. So please continue to do so. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Much love, health, and healing your way. This is Christy. Take care. Bye-bye.